Now to discuss about hydraulic turbines. First one, types of efficiency. Depending on the considerations of input and output, the efficiency can be classified as hydraulic efficiency, mechanical efficiency, and overall efficiency. This diagram shows turbine runner, shaft, and inlet of the turbine. Now, hydraulic efficiency. It is the ratio of power developed by the runner of a turbine to the power supplied by the water at the inlet of a turbine. Since the power supplied in hydraulic and the problem loss is between the stacking jet and when it is rightly called hydraulic efficiency and denoted by ETH and mathematical term ETH is equal to power developed by the runner to the power supplied by the water at the inlet. That implies ETH is equal to runner power upon water power. This is the final term of the hydraulic efficiency. Now, mechanical efficiency denoted by ETM, the power delivered by water to the runner of a turbine is transmitted to the shaft of the turbine. And it is the ratio of power available at the shaft of the turbine to the power developed by the runner of a turbine. This depends on the slips and other mechanical problems that will create a loss of energy, that is friction. And M is equal to power available at the shaft of the turbine to the power developed by the runner of a turbine. That means time is equal to shaft power upon runner power. And next point is overall efficiency denoted by eta O. It is the ratio of power available at the shaft to the power supplied by the water at the inlet of a turbine. And it is also written as eta naught is equal to shaft power upon water power. Now, eta naught is equal to shaft power by work power into Rp upon Rp. That means Sp upon Rp is equal to Rp upon Wp, and you know that Sp upon Rp is mechanical efficiency and Rp upon Wp is hydraulic efficiency. That means overall efficiency is equal to mechanical efficiency into hydraulic efficiency. This is a very, very important relationship between mechanical, hydraulic, and overall efficiency. Now, one term is also volumetric efficiency. Noted by eta V, the volume of water striking the runner of a turbine is slightly less than the volume of water supplied to the turbine. Some of the volume of the water is discharged to the tail race without striking the runner of the turbine. Thus, the ratio of the volume of the water actually striking the runner to the volume of water supply to the turbine is defined as volumetric efficiency. And hence, volumetric efficiency is equal to volume of water actually stacking the runner by volume of water supplied to the turbine. This is the diagram shows hydraulic efficiency, overall efficiency, mechanical efficiency. Now, Pelton wheel या Pelton turbine. Pelton wheel named after an eminent engineer. It is an impulse turbine wherein the flow is tangentially to the runner and the available energy at the entrance is completely kinetic energy. Further, it is preferred at a very high Further, it is preferred at a very high head and low discharge with low specific speeds. The pressure available at the inlet and outlet is atmospheric. Now, Pelton turbine, how can work? That means this diagram shows high pressure water goes to upper level and rotate the runner through breaking a jet. A jet will be provided, needle will be provided and extract the runner. Now, the main components of a Pelton turbine are nozzle and flow regulating arrangement. कैसे अरेंजमेंट करते हैं हम लोग उसको? व्हील प्रोवाइड रहता है, स्पीयर के थ्रू नोजल प्रोवाइड होगा आपका, और पेनेस्टोक का वर्क मैंने ऑलरेडी प्रीवियस लेक्चर में मैंने बताया था आपको क्या होता है पेनेस्टोक. द अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर स्टैकिंग the buckets of the runner is controlled by providing a spear in the nozzle. जो bucket of water है उसको कंट्रोल करेगा स्पीयर इन द नोजल. The speed is a conical needle which is operated either by a hand wheel or automatically in an axial direction depending upon the size of the unit. Now, when the spear is pushed forward into the nozzle and the amount of water striking the runner is reduced. On the other hand, if the spear is pushed back, the amount of water stacking the runner increases. Second, this diagram shows runner with buckets. Now, the runner or blade consists of a circular disc on the periphery of which several buckets evenly spaced are fixed. The shape of the bucket is of a double hemispherical cube cup or ball. Each bucket is divided into two symmetrical parts by a dividing wall, which is known as a splitter. The jet of water stacking on the splitter divides the jet into two equal parts and the jets come out at the outer edge of the bucket. The bucket is shaped in a such a way that the jet gets deflected through 160 degree to 167 degrees. जनरली जो रेंज है डिफ्लेक्शन का वो 160 डिग्री टू 170 डिग्री वैरी करेगा आपका. सपोज इन क्वेश्चन डिफ्लेक्शन विल बी नॉट गिवन, देन assume 165 degree the standard value. The bucket is made of cast iron cast steel, bronze, or stainless steel, depending upon the head at the inlet of the turbine. Now casing. What is casing? The function of the casing is to prevent the splashing of the water and to discharge water to the tail race. It also acts as a safe ground against accidents. It is made of cast iron or fabricated steel plates. The casing of the plate will does not perform any hydraulic function. Now, braking jet. When the nozzle is completely closed, by moving the sphere in the forward direction, the amount of water stacking the runner reduced to 0. But the runner, due to inertia, goes on resolving for a long time. To stop the runner in a short time, a small nozzle is provided, which directs the jet of water on the back of the vents. This jet of water is called as braking jet. Now, working principle of Pelton wheel turbine. This is the working principle of Pelton turbine. Here, the theta is equal to 180 minus phi, inlet velocity triangle draw, and outlet bucket डायमेंशन क्या होगा सारा मैंने इसमें क्लियर किया है. जब बीटा 90 से बिलो होगा then u1 is equal to u and vf is the perpendicular. That means जो vw1 होगा आपका और नेगेटिव हो जाएगा आपका. सेकेंड केस है बीटा is 90 डिग्री then vw1 is equal to 0. थर्ड केस है when beta is greater than 90 degree, then vw1 will be positive. This is the working principle of Pelton wheel turbine. Now, from there it comes through the penstock and reaches the nozzle of the Pelton turbine. The nozzle increases the kinetic energy of water and directs the water in the form of the jet. Now the jet of water from the nozzle stacks the buckets of the runner so that runner rotates a very high speed, and quantity of water stacking the vents or buckets is controlled by the sphere present inside the nozzle. And then the main important process is the generator is attached to the shaft of the runner, which converts the mechanical energy, that means rotational energy of the runner into the electrical energy. Advantage of Pelton wheel. The following are the advantage of Pelton wheel. The Pelton turbine is the most efficient of hydraulic turbines. It operates with a very flat efficiency curve. Some points will be discussed. Advantages of Pelton wheel. Disadvantage of Pelton wheel: the efficiency decreases very quickly with time. The turbine size, runner, generator, and powerhouse required is large. The variation in the operating head is difficult to control because of high heads. And application of Pelton wheel. This is the last point. Pelton wheel is the preferred turbine for hydropower when the available water source has a relatively high hydraulic head at low flow rates. In a hydroelectric power plant, this is used to drive the generator of the turbine, and the generator generates the mechanical energy of the turbine into the electrical energy. Okay, thank you.